Hello children, so we are back with unit 1, that is units and measurement, NCERT CBSE grade 11 physics syllabus. What we have done previously, the advantages of SI system, different units of measurement, dimensional formula of physical quantities, uses of dimensional analysis to check the correctness of an equation, to derive a dimensional formula. If you want to learn all this, check the previous videos. Okay, what are we doing in this video then? Here we will find out the application of dimensional analysis to convert from one system of units to another system of units. Okay, let's start. So let's recap what we have done. The dimensional formula of physical quantities. Do you remember we have done these 20, which are the most important one for you people. So you should remember them, and if anyone has a problem in understanding, so do revisit the previous videos to learn how to get this dimensional formula. Okay, so let's start now. The conversion of one system of units to another. So the methods, okay, we will understand with the help of an example. The density of mercury is 15 gram per centimeter cube in CGS system. Find its value in SI units. Okay, so which is the first step? Write the formula. N2 is equals to N1, M1 by M2 to the power of A, L1 by L2 to the power of B, and T1 by T2 to the power of C. Okay, so we wrote the formula as asked. So step 1, step 2. Find the values of N1, that is the numeral value given in the question. So which is the numeral value given in the question? Okay, 15 is the numeral value. So we wrote the numeral value. Okay, and find the values of A, B and C by looking at the unit given in the question after the numeral value. So what is given after the numeral values? This unit. Okay, so this unit gives me an idea that mass is to the power of 1. So that's why what we have done, we have put A is equals to 1 because mass is to the power of A and G is to the power of 1. So A is 1. Okay. B is minus 3 because centimeter is to the power of minus 3. And T is not there, that is no second or hour information or any time related thing. So C is 0. So this was step 2. Step 3. Put the values of M1, L1 and T1 in system given in the question. Okay. So which is the given system? In given system, the mass is in gram. That's why M1 is 1 gram. Okay. L1 is 1 centimeter and is time there? No. So leave it. Okay. This is step 3. Step 4. Put values of M2, L2 and T2 in system asked in the question. Okay. So the new system asked is SI. So M2 is 1 kg because in SI the unit of mass is kg. L2 1 meter because in SI the unit of length is 1 meter. And by the way, is T there? T2? No. So T2 is not required. Okay, so step 4 done. Step 5. Put all the values in formula given in step 1. So in this formula we have to put all these values. So let's put the values. We have put the values. You can see in place of N1 it is 15, M1 1 gram, kg 1 kg, L1 1 centimeter, L2 1 meter, and T1 by T2 wasn't there, so we haven't put any values. Okay, A is 1, B is minus 3 and C is 0. Okay, step 5 done. Step 6. Solve to find the value of N2. Okay, so let's solve. Now children, the key here is that you have to convert the numerator in terms of denominator. That means 1 gram has to be written in terms of kg. That's why it is 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. 1 centimeter is to be written in terms of meter. That's why 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay. Next step. 15, then 10 to the power of minus 3 to the power of 1 is 10 to the power of minus 3. 10 to the power of minus 2 to the power of 10 to the power of to the power of minus 3. So minus 2 into minus 3 is 6. So 10 to the power of 6. Then we wrote the units kg and it is m minus 3. Okay, on solving 15 and base is same, so 10 to the power of minus 3 plus 6, that is 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. Okay, so step 6 done. Now this is important, children. Put proper units in answer as asked in the question. Okay, now let's some examples. So the first one, convert 1 Newton, which is the SI unit of force, into dynes, which is the CGS unit of force. Okay, so the formula N2 is equals to N1, M1 by M2 to the power of A, L1 by L2 to the power of B, and T1 by T2 to the power of C. Okay, given is N1 is 1 because here it is 1 Newton, that's why 1. Okay, we need now A, B, and C. So the hint, okay, it is given that MLT minus 2, which is the dimension of force. That means that A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1, and C equal to minus 2. Great. Okay, now the given system, which is SI, so M1 is 1 kg, L1 is 1 meter, T1 is 1 second. Okay, the new system is CGS, so M2 is 1 gram, L2 is 1 centimeter, and T2 is 1 second. Okay, now put all these values in the formula. N2 is equal to N1 and the whole power part. Okay, so we have put all the values here. Okay, now what was the next step? Convert the numerator in terms of the denominator. Okay, so 10 to the power of 3 grams for 1 kg, 10 to the power of 2 centimeter for 1 centimeter. Okay, now let us solve it. So 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 2, then gram centimeter per second square. That means N2 is equals to 10 to the power of 5 gram centimeter per second square, or 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. Children, this is an important result for you. So do remember this. Okay. Let's move to example 2. Convert 1 joule, which is the SI unit of energy, into ergs, which is the CGS unit of energy. Okay. So the formula written, okay, given N1 is 1. Okay. For A, B, and C, we have taken the dimensional formula of energy. So from this I can say that A is 1, B is 2, and C is minus 2. Check at the powers here to get A, B, C. Okay, then which is the given system? SI system. So M1 is 1 kg, L1 is 1 meter, and T1 is 1 second. Okay, which is the system as CGS. So M2 is 1 gram, L2 is 1 centimeter, and T2 is 1 second. Put all the values in this formula we have put, and then converting the numerator terms in terms of denominator. We have done that. Okay, in next step this remains 10 to the power of 3 because power is 1, and this goes to 10 to the power of 4 because it's the square of this term, and then we put the units. That means N2 is 10 to the power of 7 gram centimeter square per second square, or 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Okay, let's move to the next example, which is the Young's modulus of steel is 19 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton per meter square. Express it in CGS units. So children, we will do this in two ways. So method 1, which is the method which we are doing already. Okay, 19 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton per meter square. Okay, Newton can be written as kg meter per second square. Okay, now on solving this, you can see m is power 1, it is minus 2, so it becomes 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. So what we are getting, 19 into 10 to the power of 10 kg remains as such, m to the power of minus 1 because of the calculations here, and then it is second square. Okay, then we wrote our formula N2 is equals to N1, M1 by M2 by to the power of A, L1 by L2 to the power of B, T1 by T2 to the power of C. Then we take the values of N1, which is 19 into 10 to the power of 10. Okay. Then A is 1 because kg is 1. B is minus 1 because the meter is minus 1 power, and C is minus 2. Okay. The given system, you can see Newton is written, meter is written, that means SI. So M1 is 1 kg, L1 is 1 meter, T1 is 1 second. Okay, and it is asked in CGS, so 1 gram, 1 centimeter, and 1 second for M2, L2, and T2 respectively. Then we put all the values in this formula, and then we convert the numerator terms in terms of denominator. That's why 1 kg to 10 to the power of 3 grams, 1 meter to 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Then we solve it. So this is 10 to the power of 3. Here it is 10 to the power of 2 to the power of minus 1. That's why minus 2. And then we wrote the units. So that is 19 into 10 to the power of 11 gram per centimeter per second square, or it can be written as N2 is equal to 19 into 10 to the power of 11 dyne per centimeter square. Now let's see the other method, which is an easier method, but for that you need to know the conversion of Newton to dyne. Okay, so that is the hint. 1 Newton is 10 to the power of 5 dyne, and 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Okay, so we put the value of Newton as 10 to the power of 5 dyne and meter as 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Okay, then this 2 to the power of minus 2 becomes minus 4. Now on solving we get 19 into 10 to the power of 11 dyne per centimeter. Okay, let's take the last example in this. If the value of universal gravitational constant in SI units is this one, what will be its value in CGS? So method 1, G is given. Okay, we put the value of N, that is in Newton, to we put it as kg meter per second square, and on solving what we get 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 kg to the power of minus 1, because it is kg 1 and minus 2, so it's minus 1. Then it is meter 1 and meter 2, that's why meter cube, and second square to the power of minus 2 remains as such. Okay, then our formula n2 is equals to n1 wala. Okay, then given n1 is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11. Okay, a is 1, a is minus 1, b is 3, and c is minus 2. Okay, given system is SI, so m1 is 1 kg, l1 is 1 meter, and t1 is 1 second. The system asked is CGS, so m2 is 1 gram, l2 is 1 centimeter, and t2 is 1 second. Let's put all the values in this formula. Okay, we put the values. Now we convert the denominator terms in terms of numerator. Okay, we have done that. Then we solve it. So 10 to the power of minus 3 to the power of minus 1, that's why minus 3. Then it is 2 into 3, that's why 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so on solving we get n2 is equals to 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 g minus 1 cm to the power of 3 and s minus 2. The second method, G is given. Okay, so it can be written as 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square upon kg square, that is kg square written in denominator. Now we know 1 Newton is 10 to the power of 5 dyne. We put the value. 1 meter is 10 to the power of 2 centimeter, and 1 kg is 10 to the power of 3 grams. Okay, then we solve it, and after solving, this is the answer that we are getting, and you can see it's the same. Also, what we have done, we have written dyne in terms of gram centimeter per second square, and on solving we get the same result in the same system units. So let's understand the limitations now after doing the examples. So children, it gives no information about the dimensionless constants in the formula. Okay, so for example, that in this one, this dimensionless constant k, okay, we don't have any information about the value of k or the factors affecting it. Okay, the second, we can't derive the formula containing trigonometrical functions like or log functions which have no dimensions. So let's see this example. In this, if I try to derive this with the help of dimensional analysis, I will get this. H is equal to S upon R square rho G. Is it the correct formula? No, because it is missing a very important factor, which is cos theta. Okay, let's see the third limitation. The method of dimension can't be used to find the exact form of relation. Okay, let's take this example. By method of dimension, I can derive t equal to k under root of L by G. What is the value of k? Let's see the exact formula. The exact formula is t equal to 2 pi under root of L by G. Now, by dimensional analysis, I can never get k equal to 2 pi. So if I am not getting k equal to 2 pi, I am never ever deriving the exact formula. Okay. The last one, no information whether the quantity is scalar or vector. None of these methods, which is correctness or derivation or conversion, tells me whether the physical quantity is scalar or vector. Now let us recapitulate what we studied. So in today's session, which is the video session, we studied how to convert from one system to another. Okay, so these are the steps which we used. Then limitations of dimensional analysis, no information about dimensional and constant. Okay, we cannot derive the trigonometric or log formulas. It cannot be used to find the exact relation, and no information whether the quantity is scalar or vector. Okay. Now there are a few questions for you. Do look at all these questions. Okay, take a screenshot or pause it, try to solve them on your own, and do come for the next video, which is the solution of this assignment. And if you want to learn more, then there are more videos. Do go through them. Thank you.